Good morning and welcome back to Civilization 6. This is Rome in the Civ 6 Anthology, which is just newly released, but really is a nice way of saying I'm playing with all of the DLC enabled, all the DLC all the time, right? So this is part 2. Part 1 we live streamed a few days ago, and let's just quickly cover off where we're at. So, as you can see, I've got 5 cities in my Roman Empire. We ended the last stream by capturing Vatican City, and we are, shall we say, not in a great place with our nearest neighbor. That's Menelik II of Ethiopia. You can see he's got around 5 cities as well, so we're fairly evenly matched across the board, but I am definitely behind him in science, which is what I'm really worried about. But I eclipse him in most other areas. In particularly, you can see up the top right here, my military strength. So our goal for this stream is going to be to settle and to destroy Ethiopia. And we can actually do them both at the same time. And a very good morning to everybody, or good afternoon, I suppose, to everybody who's joining me live. Hello! Hello, Igreto, Jake, Alexandre, Jason. Nice to see some channel members in the chat and some new faces. So yes, I'm also very conscious of the fact that Rome is a civilization that you can play really well by spreading out far, and I haven't really done that. I'm playing much more of a tall Rome game, so we're going to fix that in 2 ways. Firstly, we're going to definitely go to war with this guy. He's just asking for trouble. We need to take him out before he eclipses us in science. At the moment, we appear to be level with him. We both have men-at-arms, but we can't afford him to get much further ahead, or we'll never stand a chance. Secondly, I would also maybe like to put 1 or 2 cities down. I think that sort of this area here is potentially quite valuable. Also, potentially a city around here too. There's some luxury, some sea tiles, a whole load more mercury that we'll want to collect. But also down here, I think there's room for 1 or 2 cities, and we can use the lakes for some fresh water. Anyway. It's 30 minutes past midnight in Moscow. Oh, good stuff. It is 9:30 in the morning for me at the moment. Very good, very good. Oh, go you. Okay, so in terms of our technologies, we want to, our cultural civics rather, we probably want to beeline for some of the more important ones. I really do want to get civil engineering because of the boost to builders and the production towards wonders. Everything, also we can build farms on grassland hills and plains hills, which is really nice, but that's sort of my immediate goal. Thinking in the shorter term, we're not doing a lot of trading, but we are doing a lot of unit upgrading, almost always. So let's grab military training and mercenaries, because those two are going to come in handy, particularly if we're about to go at war. And last but not least, we need to sort out a couple of these cities. They're actually doing okay for amenities and housing, which is unlike me. Panama is quite far away from the war front, but it's at a really good spot for some trade. So let's get a lighthouse in it. This city could benefit both from ancient walls and our unique aqueduct, because our unique aqueduct is really good. So let's put that down there. And let's get our units moving forward. We're bringing up this archer. We're going to consolidate our forces in our newly captured Vatican City. And hopefully find a way out of this mess. We've got Siege Tower attack to our Roman Legion, which is a little out of date at this point. I acknowledge, but it is what it is. It's usually 8, but I only see 7. Yes, you're right, and it is set to 8. And I don't know. Either they've died or we haven't met them. It could be either. You can see down the bottom, there's quite a bit of the map here that is still undiscovered, although we have circumnavigated the globe, which is nice. I think we did that first, and we got the nice era score bonus from that too. Yeah, we're going to want to save up and do a whole lot of unit upgrades. So let's move toward that tech. That's a major victory at the seas for us. Let's move towards that tech, upgrade our units, and then romp stomp the Ethiopians. Thankfully, they have already denounced us, so we don't need to worry about that. We're also going to enter a golden age. which could really play in our favor here. We can sort of min-max this war like an absolute nerd, potentially, and really get some profits. Really get some profits. Yes, the game does only have audio. I should put a little bit of master volume on for you guys. Mute when the game window is inactive, sure. Yeah, let's get some ambient sound, a little bit of speech volume, some sound effects. I know the sound can be really annoying on stream, and particularly when I'm recording, and that's why I don't often have it up, but I have been meaning to turn on at least the sound effects, because I know it can feel a little ominous without them. So thank you for pointing that out. Could you let me know in the chat if the levels are okay? Right, what did we just get? We just got all improved yield, an additional +1. We have production. We still have this feudal contract, which is really good. The production toward harbour buildings is something that I'm pretty interested in as well. And encampment buildings. We're actually doing it at the moment, but I really struggle to fit it in. So we might just leave it out for the time being. We do probably need to move towards a second government. Now, we have 2 envoys to send. Getting a suzerain is going to be really challenging for us, but we will want 1 at least, really. At the moment, let's remind ourselves, how are we actually doing in the capital? What districts do we have, and what can we really take advantage of? What we probably want to, let's just have a look at the city's yields, right? Let's actually just head in here and see what it's up to. So, it's working some pretty average tiles, like some very average tiles. We might steal this incense tile. That's a pretty good one for us to be working because of our high pop. Really tempted to steal this tile from Panama as well, but we might leave it for the time being. And then in terms of our production as well, which is the other thing that you want to check, you can see that we don't actually have even a huge number of districts, so we really need to work on that, don't we? As soon as we get this market up and running. We do have the market, though, so that's sort of like something helpful for us. We know that we have the commercial district in place, and we've established it a fair amount. So what we can do is pop back into the city-state menu here, acknowledging that we have a market just about to come online. I think we put 1 envoy into Brunei to get that bonus in the capital. And then we think about, okay, so who do we want? What do we actually want moving forward? Who do we want our suzerain to be? Probably we want Bologna, we want this scientific one. So let's put 1 more in. Getting to the 3 point is really good. Although, actually, short-term bonuses, it may be better just to prioritize short-term bonuses. We're not going to get a lot out of either of these guys, though. Let's see. Great merchant, send a trade route. We will construct a commercial hub, so let's put 1 in here. Get that bonus culture online as soon as we can. Yeah, it is a bit weird with no audio. I'll make that less scary. Less ambient. Yes, your delegation's most welcome. Please, by all means. We'd quite like to buddy up to Egypt. We'll send them a delegation too. Because it doesn't hurt to have friends, right? We don't want like a mega war being called against us. We could probably sell her some. We'd sell her like 10 horses and 15 iron. She'll give us 7 gold for 30 turns. That's pretty good. We'll take that. Work on our relationship a bit. Also make a bit of extra cash, because you've got to make some cash from the AI while you can. Always. The city will take a while for it to belong to us. We could consider putting a governor in the Vatican. Might not be a terrible idea. Is there a way to hold cities if you want to establish them far away? Governors. Basically, it is governors. You want to put governors in your cities to increase loyalty, and then you want to use your cultural civic policy cards to improve loyalty again. Sometimes you can have like garrisoned units to help you improve your loyalty. There are lots of things you can do. But the easiest way is to bridge a city connection to it. Also, certain leaders have loyalty bonuses. So if you're interested in playing a wide game like that, you can just sort of choose your civ around it. Haven't got our great scientist. But I'm pretty keen for... We'll grow mathematics, and then we'll actually also just go straight into castles. What do we need to do? Wander, get a kill with a spearman, earn a great scientist. Just trying to refresh myself with some of these bonuses. Bombards, own 2 crossbowmen we can do quite easily. And if we build an armory, we can push up really fast to the bombard. So let's build an armory and get 2 crossbowmen. Let's make that a mini goal for us moving forward. Okay, duplicates of chosen luxuries grant amenities. We have the potential to get a lot of Mercury in our empire. So I think we'll go Mercury. Mercury. We have basically no diplomatic now, so we can't really do much. New districts built by this player act as culture bombs. We're definitely not going to win that, but we'll try. Whoever gets that has a really nice bonus ahead of them. Oh, border control treaty. Interesting. Scythia got it. That's a yikes. And Cotton has been elected to grant no amenities. That's sort of awkward with us. We don't mind that so much. Also, you can see here the government plaza, great boost. Like there are some of these districts can provide a lot of loyalty, and government plaza is certainly one of them. I'm quite interested in getting my production up. That's a reasonable spot for one too, really. +3. I'm just trying to think like. We can definitely do better than +3. Over this way, potentially with that improved, and then a dam or something here, there is potential, but let's just go with the quick +3. Let's go with the quick +3. And I feel like we're quite short on a couple of builders. We're quite short on a lot, but we're also wanting to go to war soon. We want that we want the armory built. I'm conscious of as well. How much would it cost for us just to buy the armory? Because it's quite a lot of production. 780. I don't like that really. I feel like that's a little overpriced. Let's repair our walls. It's a nice, safe move. In terms of trade routes, we are a little bit lacking. But again, I need to get my war machine up and running. I've got lots of stuff I need to get up and running. We'll get a trader, though. It's not bad. It's not a terrible use of our time. The cores are, yeah. Very strong, very strong. So you need to unlock... certain civics to get cores, and then you can combine them again to get the tier 3 as well. So you can get cores and armies, and then with ships you can get armadas and something else. You can get 2-star and 3-star. Increases trade route by 1. Your trade routes to city-states now grant you +2 faith. I mean... Sure. Yeah, and they're very strong. Basically, it merges the units. It lets you sort of attack with both, so to speak, at the same time. So it's much easier to fit units into the map, is one of the really big things. But also it buffs their combat strength too. Very strong. Cores and armies are very strong. And certain civs, like Spain, can unlock them earlier as well. They get them through, I think, mercenaries is the civic, rather than others. Aquila's like, build me more districts, please. Yes, we will. What was our plan here? So we've got our let's actually just jump in. So we've got our commercial hub there. We've got a nice river here that we're going to get some beautiful... There's our aqueduct. There's our commercial hub. I think we were eyeing up a industrial zone on this tile. This one here. It's a +3. And then there'll be another sort of way we can get an adjacency bonus here too. If we put... There's actually... The +3 is not terrible. I would like to get a dam in maybe either here or here, though. So I might just click pause for a second. Grab another military unit. Let's get a horseman, because we're going to want something fast to run through and pillage, ideally. We'll sleep that. We'll sleep that. We will move. We will strike soon here, because we can't afford to muck around too much longer. I'm kind of just waiting for my mercenaries. And here it is. Okay, so here we go. Now, we need to shift sort of fully into war mode. So 50% resource discount on all unit upgrades. That is massive for us. Let's chuck that in, unfortunately, instead of the standing army one, which kind of sucks. The gold discount is probably better, though, actually, thinking about it. We're probably fine for resources. Probably don't need to go quite that far into it. But, nonetheless, it is what it is. Anything else that I want to pick up for my war zone? The +1 amenities is going to be nice moving forward. We don't really need the district strength so much. This is only providing me with +3 science, which is not super amazing. We could go +5 production in the short term. Might be a better deal. Might be a better deal for us. Also, I would really love to plug in serfdom because I want to get some builders online, but we need to focus on one thing at a time. We're going to go serfdom colonization. They're a great combo soon. But for the time being, let's, I think, stick with these. Just tossing up whether I need this right now, whether I want to go the unit maintenance, just to keep my gold coffers, you know, good. But we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We got the civic that we want. Now, let's just make sure that we 100% adjacency from industrial zones is huge. We're ready. We may as well pop one in there, and then let's oh, actually, let's put Samarkand up to 3. That'll give us +4 gold in every bank, shipyard, and consulate building. Amazing. Really amazing. That'll help cover our losses effectively, right? We've sort of covered off our losses by swapping out that policy, which is amazing. Bala Bala just subscribed. Welcome along. Thank you for subscribing. Good to see you. I try and catch those subscribe notifications where I can, but sometimes I do miss them. Sorry, team. Right. We're basically ready for war mode now, which is pretty exciting. In fact, it's very exciting. Let's continue to improve this city. Your civilization receives +1 diplomatic favor for each delegation or embassy. Yeah, we do need to work on our diplomacy a little bit, but we also really need to work on our culture. Our game plan for this city largely focused around the sea, though. So, lots of ocean to deal with. Lots and lots of ocean. This city is currently working some pretty bad tiles as well. I would love to take advantage of that +4. We're holding off for that +4, I think, here. So let's just go a builder, because we do need builders, and we're quite far away from the front there, so we'll grab builders in that one. How's this doing? Okay, it is actually swapping to us. We will own Vatican City properly very soon. Giant Storm of the Desert, not too worried about that. Right, let's pump out some units. Another man-at-arms would be a great deal. Got our horsemen ready and rearing to go. plump it out this way. We'll do some quick pillaging on Sodo here. There are no barbarians running loose in my home. What are you on about, Freddy, you absolute madman? Honestly. Okay, let us get a builder here as well. I know I'm sort of doing two things at once. I'm getting builders and building units. It's all a bit mad. So he wants 14 of my diplomatic favor and my great work, and he'll give me open borders and some gold. Jeez, that's a bad deal. No. Is there any sort of easier way I can say no? Because, my god, no. Ancient walls, good pickup for us. Let's actually, with this trader that we've just built, let's transfer it to Pompeia. We're going to try and pump Pompeia up to be a very big city, and then sort of leave the rest of them just to do what they do. Yeah, we'll take an embassy from Cleopatra. We're really working on our relationship with Cleopatra in a big way. Does she want to be friends? I actually... Yes, okay, very well. She said yes. The most confusing yes I've ever read. Could we not have just said, yup? Right. Let's trade... let's get the best internal trade route we can, which in terms of growth is this one, because it's going to give us +3 food. It's only 4 turns away as well. It's a nice trade route. Let's do it. Gonna pinch some food from here to feed the capital. Feed the machine. This builder will get some farms in the capital as well, which we're really going to need. Also, we'll connect that niter. That will help our war efforts, help our sort of bombard rush that we're working towards. Okay, we have entered a golden age, and our neighbor has entered a normal age. That's great. And adding into that loyalty discussion we were having earlier, each of our citizens exerts 1.4 loyalty pressure in their city during a golden age, which is wonderful. Because you're into golden age, you may make 1 dedication. We don't have the golden age mode on that lets us get a whole load more. So we've got +2 movement for builders. We can purchase them with faith. We don't have a great deal of faith. Builders and settlers are cheaper to purchase with gold and faith. And that's quite nice. +2 movement for missionaries. We don't care. +3 starting population for cities settled on a different continent. Unfortunately, we are really just in one continent. +2 movement for naval units, +2 loyalty per turn for cities not on our continent, so that's useless. And then our trade routes can't be plundered. International provide +3. So actually, none of these are super useful for us. We don't have a war-like one, which we really would have liked. So we're probably going to go with monumentality. We get +2 movement for our builders, and we can purchase them cheaper. We can get them with faith, but mainly I want this because I can get them with gold. Which will be useful eventually. Let's get an amphitheater up, something we're really short on. It's a shame this builder didn't finish 1 turn later. However, beggars can't be choosers. That's fine. Also, the 1 extra movement would have been helpful. Banking and castles and guilds. All the stuff. A commercial hub adjacency bonus is very strong. I'm just going to leave this +1 production in just for a little bit longer, though. I'm being a bit greedy. Also, pretty keen to keep the +2 influence. Here's another thing which we could use to improve loyalty, but we don't quite need it yet. Okay, in terms of our technology tree, we've got a good boost on banks. How do I not own 2 crossbowmen? Sorry, but that's ridiculous. Also, how have I not built an armory? We're going to do that very soon, I would have thought. Where is our armory? Very strange. May have to buy it. Okay, and in terms of our civics tree, we've just like totally ignored theology, which is fine. I'm pretty keen to pick up another government, and it probably wants to be divine right, sadly. I'm never going to found a religion or build 2 temples. Other governments we could move towards, we could get the Mercantile Republic if we build 2 caravels, which we're not going to do realistically anytime soon, sadly. So let's push for Divine Right. Build 2 temples, no. Found a religion, no. Keeping in mind that I want to build up my trade routes and ideally earn a great artist, actually. Which is going to be tricky for us to do anytime soon. I am still slightly worried about this city because it's coastal, and who knows who could turn up to destroy it. So, I'm gonna use a charge to clear that, just to speed up these walls a bit. And here's my armory, which I am just gonna purchase outright, just to get us that Eureka. And also, you know, I'm training some units here, so it doesn't hurt to have that armory up and running. And let's grab another, I think another man-at-arms is probably what I want here. They're fairly cheap. It's definitely time to produce another governor. I think we want Liang for the builder charges. And let's put her actually in the Vatican City, because loyalty is an issue for us here, and this is going to boost it. You can see current loyalty, we're only getting 2 per turn. That's why it's sort of like not coming under our control and not building very quickly. So yeah, let's chuck it into the Vatican City, start improving that loyalty over time. Got another man-at-arms. I think we might move on them now. There's sort of no time like the present. We may as well get that war stick going and do what we set out to do in today's stream, which is destroy, basically. So let's destroy. Connect that niter. That will advance rifling. Very good. Very good. Our military strength, we're about double. He is eclipsing us in science in a major way, though. So, no time like the present. Let's declare a formal war. I'm actually wondering if we could pull in someone else. Like Cleopatra, do you want a military alliance? Make this deal more equitable. 9 gold. Seems like a no-brainer. Okay, let's make a deal. Let's go for a joint war. She's like, yup. Wow. And she'll give me... What on earth? Is she actually going to give me all of this stuff? Their offer. What is going on? What? Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I guess you won't give me a city as well. No, that's too much to ask for. But she'll literally give me all of her gold in her coffers. She's not interested in giving up that or that, but she'll pay me. I'm offering her war. They are offering me 510 gold, 45 gold per turn, and war. Let's do it. I feel like that was a little exploitative. Just a fraction exploitative of me. However, it's done. I don't know. Oops, I ended my turn without even attacking. Oh no, I didn't. Thank goodness. Okay, so we are at war. So, thanks to being bankrolled by the Egyptians, we can now upgrade. Grab that second crossbowman. That's a real win for us. Upgrade that to a trebuchet. I would actually really love now to get that one as a trebuchet too. There's another crossbow. There's a courser. Very good. Do we want to purchase another unit? It mightn't hurt to have another siege tower, seeing as romping cities is going to be the thing that we do. So let's bring that up as well. And I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this war. Let's bounce back over to the front. And, I mean, there's no time like the present. This city has weaker strength than Soto, which makes it, I think, a no-brainer. Shall we have a look? See how much damage we can do just with a man-at-arms? Yeah, it's over. It's over! I'm actually just gonna, like, wildly disembark here, too. This crossbow, not terrible. Move that up. Can anyone else move? Yes, this Roman Legion can advance 1. That's good. Alright, sweet. Next turn. Okay, we're literally just stabbing at this city because it's got no walls. He's got warriors coming in, even though he's got triple our science, which I just do not understand. However, that is what it is. Look at this. This man-at-arms is barely even taking any damage. We're just going to send the Roman Legion in as well. My goodness gracious. This one's got walls, so this one is going to be a little more difficult. Not impossible, but, you know, a little more challenging. But that's okay, because I'd like to do some pillaging along the way. Like, pillaging this, 94 culture we're going to get from pillaging that. Absolutely worth doing. Can we send... Would be nice if we could fire on it with a trebuchet. And where did that, hey, where'd my bloody... What? It is what it is. Okay, that's fine. Upgrade that to a trebuchet. Siege tactics unlocked. Love to see it. Oh, welcome along. Sounds like a new subscriber joined. Sorry, I missed your name. Let me know in the chat. Look at this. I mean, sure. Romp. Oh, it feels good to be powerful. It feels good to be powerful. We're going to take this with literally just 2 units. This city will fall to our trebuchet anytime soon. Oh, Jake Barge with the super chat. Thank you, my man. Wartime. It is wartime indeed. It is wartime indeed. Thank you, my man. Super, really appreciate that from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This trader is going to get us some science. We do have to trade through our mortal enemies to get it, though. So, for the time being, we're just going to actually transfer this trader to Pompeia. And again, go for the super city strat. Yeah, our army's looking really good, chat. Our army's looking really good. Really good. In fact, it's looking delicious. Thank you, Jake Barge. First super chat of the stream. Yeah, you're right. You bet all those regulars. Yeah, Cleopatra really wanted to go to war, didn't she? My goodness, she was hungry for war. Again, I'm going to do a chop. That'll get us the Eureka for mass production. Build a lumberyard. That'll get us the Eureka for mass production. I thought about chopping down those woods first. Not a terrible play, but decided against. Cool. Fortify. What is even going on over here? We'll help out the Egyptians. They are our ally after all. I think we should also get an alliance with Norway, because they're scary. They're really scary. Do you want to be friends? Yes, friends. Yes, I am friend. All right, and let's make an alliance. Shall we go... See if we can milk some money out of him. He's not going to give us 100 gold. He will give us 3 gold. We'll take it. A little bit of gold and an alliance, and now we guarantee another player won't just randomly stab us, which is always nice. Always nice to have a couple of allies under your belt in Civilization 6. Ah, Devilish, welcome along. I have a surprise. I added a war stick. Oh, Jake, you found it. I added a war stick. It was the best one I could find. Sorry, it's not perfect. It was at sort of short notice, but I hope you like it. I hope you like it. I really like the +1 production in all cities, so I'm going to leave it there for the time being. We actually should be producing some military units as well, because we're really geared up to do it with all the different bonuses, and so on and so forth that we get from them. So let's pump out another crossbow. I think would be really useful, and we've got some envoys. We'll put one in Granada because it's always valuable to have one. +1 faith in the capital and in every shrine. Do I value that more than +1 production in the capital and in every barracks? No, I want that +1 production in the barracks. Finally clear out that unit. Look, here's the siege tower I prepared earlier. We'll march that up. We may not even need it. Yeah, I mean, it's the small things I can do. Do allies really doing something during the war? I tried to get them involved, but they're so lazy. Yeah, so in that case, I'd started a research alliance, so they're not actually in the war. There is no obligation from them to join this war at all. It's just a research alliance. And to be fair, I pulled Cleopatra into the war, not because I thought she would help. I mean, she's just too far away. Like, this map is massive. She's far too far away to help. I brought her in mainly just to have the ally, but also we made a lot of money off her, so it made this war a lot easier for me, and potentially a lot scarier for Ethiopia. Like, other AI are unlikely to come to Ethiopia's aid, for example, because I have 2 civs who are my allies, so they're just not going to do that. That's not in their interest, nor mine. Get some trade with the city-state going. It's actually not bad because we get a bit of science and culture from it too. Oh, and there goes the alert notification again. Who was that? Devilish, devilish, devilish. You regulars, you and Jake and Sebastian, when Sebastian's around. You guys are just outstanding. Thank you so much, Devilish. With the $1.99 super chat, Devilish says, always happy to see a war game. Yeah, we're crushing our neighbor because we're worried about their science. They're going to eclipse us eventually, but at the moment, we eclipse them militarily like there's no tomorrow. So, absolutely taking advantage of that. I'm keen to hold with this man-at-arms. Is there a cheeky pillage I can get off? Watch this. We'll pillage 94 culture from that. That's 3 turns worth of culture that I just pillaged. I mean, that's quite silly. And then we'll just keep this unit moving along. It's got not a lot else to do. This attack is going to be a major defeat because of the walls. So we'll just fortify until healed, and get these units up this way. This crossbow can actually take a shot at this city, which I wasn't planning on doing, but now that I'm here... we will take a major defeat, though. We might just fortify, wait for backup to arrive, because backup is coming. And plink off that barbarian, save that Egyptian trade route. Always looking out for my allies. Always. This crossbow's about to die, so we'll yeet it out of there. Oh, and there's a catastrophic eruption. That's a yikes. Although makes these... Look at this tile now. Oh my goodness, Pompeii, you need that tile improved. Okay. We've got a barbarian musketman, which is a little bit scary. Actually quite scary. Ethiopia is pretty strong with a science game. Smart move. I can't even speak. Smart move taking them out now, Devilish says. Just make sure that you're having to see if people don't coup. I love the use of those those emojis. Oh, the volcanic soil. It's so good. Anyway, back to the task at hand. Need some more military units. Let's get a crossbow. Because we do have the production bonus for them. Here's a free kill against a warrior. Thank you kindly. let's promote the crossbowman. We'll take a turn to promote. That's all good. And then this one is going to romp stomp that warrior. Easy kitchen. This guy could get a promotion. I'm wondering if the Roman Legion can take this out. Not quite. So we are going to need to use them both this turn. Which is a shame. But it is what it is. Da 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 da. Do we want to keep this city? Sure. I don't really want it, but I'll keep it. And then let's queue up anything damaged. No, we actually treated it quite well. Let's queue up a monument, and then a granary, and then some ancient walls, and then a Roman bath here, because we can potentially get some good... Or, actually... Where are we going to want to put our industrial? We might want to put our industrial zone there. Also, it's next to a mountain, so it's potentially the only spot where a campus could go in that city too. This is a great spot for a farm. Maybe this one actually just doesn't end up with a industrial zone at all. Regardless, I think we'll put it here. Cool, so that's 1, 2, 3. So that's that city queued up forever. We don't need to worry about it. But when the time does come for it to start building something, we may as well get it to build a builder, because that's a nice cheap one for us. Let's see what kind of damage this trebuchet can do against these walls. The answer is a lot. And let's get you out of there. Swap you for that. Let's try out our siege tower as well. See what kind of damage we can do. We'll have to wait for next turn for that, but that's all good. I don't mind. One little bit. Well, I caught this city before my knight could even get there, which is not the end of the world. It is what it is. Also, allying with people stops them from denouncing us and going to war with us themselves. And in that light, I'd quite like to get Simon Bolivar on side as well. Let's see what kind of deal we can strike. He'll take 1 gold per turn for his gypsum. And then we will get 11 gold per turn for our incense. That seems perfectly fair. And so we'll just leave him. That'll sort of tick away with him for a bit. Pompeia wants to build... I'd love some great scientist points. I'd love everything, to be fair. Let's grab its ancient walls. That's a pretty cheap purchase, to be honest. A pretty cheap purchase. This unit can now receive additional strength against units. And this trebuchet is in line now. Let's fire upon this city, see what kind of damage we can do. And we'll pillage their campus next turn, because that's 94 science. That's 2 turns worth of science. I still really don't want to upgrade this Roman Legion. So I'm just going to fortify it for the time being. Do you want to pillage this farm? I mean, not particularly. When in Rome. It's a free heal. And for what? 1 builder charge down the track? Who cares? You know? Actually, who cares? It's almost always beneficial to do a bit of pillaging along the way. Right, I mean, that city's all but fallen. We'll bring 1 more unit up, but we don't need it. And we'll heal up this crossbowman. Their job is mostly done. Speaking of mostly done, this boat has seen better days. Get that the heck out of Dodge. We don't really mind if they die. Like, no offense to them. I'm hoping this barbarian doesn't pillage me. Kind of playing a bit of a risky game there. A bit of a risky game indeed. Okay, session is in progress. So they're voting for a military emergency against me, as I feared. Now, the upside is we have 2 allies who won't vote it up. Do I want it to happen? No. Gonna vote that down. That should be voted down across the board. I don't see people jumping onto that. That would be pretty unlucky. But you can see now why it's important to have a couple of allies in your pocket, because you know... Uh-oh. Oh, please no. Don't do this to me. Civ. Having a couple of technical difficulties, folks. No! Not like this! Okay. Unfortunately, my Civ 6 has just crashed, largely due to my very poor graphics card. What we'll do is we'll jump to a quick coffee break. It is actually about time. I am out of coffee. So let's jump to a quick coffee break. I will restart Civilization 6, and we'll pick up hopefully right where we left off. It was a cloud save, so I'm hoping it'll be all good. I'll just post that in the chat just so everybody knows what's going on. And cool, right, I'll just restart my game. Sorry, folks, I know that's really annoying, but it was a cloud save, so we shouldn't have lost our progress. And if we do, I'll just do it again. Yes, it does autosave. I do have autosave on, so we should be fine. But I'll just load back into Civ. Gosh darn it. Okay, team. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, folks. Okay, we're loading back in, folks. We're loading back in. Yeah, the main menu. Yeah, I know what you mean. The main menu is nice. Oh boy, let's hope we didn't lose too much progress. Just get that coffee refill.
Your legions stand at the ready to march out and establish the largest empire the world has ever seen. If you can truly get all roads to lead to Rome, yours will be an empire of great riches and luxuries. Surely then our citizens will proclaim you as their best ruler, the Optimus Princeps.
Everybody's like, yes, I love this load screen. It's the Steam version. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, yes, look, we're actually, like, all good. Woohoo! Okay, minor technical issue aside, we're good to roll. I think we're mostly where we were. I actually can't quite remember what turn we were on, but, looks like we're all good. I'm actually going to get the workshop instead of the walls there. The beauty of hindsight. And we'll get a defensive promotion for you, because I get to redo. It looks like we lost a little bit of progress here, didn't we? But not too much. It's fine. And we know what we're doing as well. Ooh. Can scale cliff walls or defense against ranged. I actually gonna get the 2 tier 1 ones. I quite like them. Scythia has denounced us and she's moving some troops over. It would be a shame. Would be a real shame if something untoward happened. She's like, I'll literally give you 1 gold for that. You can have, like, some horses. She'll give me 1 gold for a horse. Can you just keep doing that? Oh my god. Look at this. Is this actually working? Surely not, right? I mean, I'm not going to do it forever, but I could sit here for the next 50 horses and just go, 1 horse, what would it take? 1 time, 1 gold. Just sell them all for 1 gold. That's probably not that beneficial, is it? She can't give gold per turn. She must be earning none. Either way, that's fun. Right. Boom. Just absolutely destroy this city. We know that we can do it. What are you up to up here? Unsure. I'll get to that campus because we're going to pillage that. Sean Bean's voice is magic. Yeah, you're right. God, it's magic. It's just so beautiful. It is just so beautiful. Run to the hills. And this musketman isn't really doing a lot to me, so we'll just leave it there. Hope that it doesn't come in. Columbia's like kind of respecting me, which is cool. I'm putting it down. This emergency, which we saw, it may have been the thing that actually crashed the game last time. Major drought, not a huge deal. It did fail, but only just. And interestingly, it was Tomarus that voted it down. Wow. Our allies didn't come. Yeah, so we do actually have an unmet player. We have an unmet player still in this game, as we expected. That's tricky. That's real tricky. I want to work towards that science boost from Bologna. Bologna. So let's do that. Fortify that unit until healed. I want to try and get this war over as quickly as we can. Blink. And pillage that. Yes. Rome has discovered gunpowder thanks to that pillage. We pillaged and discovered gunpowder. What a move. That horse is going to be annoying, so I'll chomp that a little bit there. And let's see what this 2 times boosted Roman Legion can do. Not a lot. It may be becoming a little out of date. But I really don't want to get rid of it. Let's get these beautiful bombards. See if... There's actually another campus we can pillage there. We'll do that next turn. And dogpile in on that. That's dead next turn as well. And we'll slowly move this guy forward and fortify him 1 movement a turn. I think we've sort of already discovered everything that we can. But let's automate these weak little boats anyway. And yep, as expected, this musketman is literally, for some reason, not going to come in and pillage these tiles. Yikes, but rather just sit there. It is weird that she voted it down, Jason. Very strange. I don't understand why Scythia would do that. Major drought across the Vatican, it always suffers. We've seen that happen throughout this whole playthrough, unfortunately. Wondering if I can kill this city this turn, or if I should focus. Should probably get rid of those units before they become really quite annoying. However, I really want to pillage that science so I can get metal casting faster. That's the whole idea there, by the way. It's going to be a stalemate. We'll just fortify for a turn. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Womp. Soto is ours. Do we want to keep Soto? Or should we burn it to the ground? We'll keep it. We're going to keep them all. And, of course, we'll queue up Monument, Granary, Ancient Walls, and queue up that bath? Yeah, let's queue up that bath as well. Brilliant. Right. Who's next? Doing a really good job at romp stomping these enemies. You can just automatically explore. It's going to go down into trouble again, but it is what it is. You got your coffee too? Yes. Brilliant. Next turn, we need to get some builders online. We will shift towards that builder mentality, like I said a little earlier, but we'll just give it a bit more time. Another major drought. Yikes. Okay, so we're going to lose the +4 combat strength. For a little bit, but we're going to get a whole load of extra policies, so it's worth it for our empire development. More than anything. So let's do that. We'll put our diplomatic policy in its proper slot. And then we need to think about, okay, so what do we want? I'm still producing these units, and I'm pretty happy with my military policies. Potentially we could swap in. Conscription will save me a whole lot of gold per turn, which would be a really nice to have. But I do want to get some of these adjacencies up and running. Like we've got the +1 production in each city, which is actually still quite good because we're picking up all these crappy cities. The commercial hub bonus is pretty good. It's 8 gold. Although, to be fair, conscription at the moment, 16. So actually, let's grab conscription for the time being. And then perhaps we put something into empire development. I quite like newly trained builders have 2 extra build actions. So let's do that and pump out a whole load of builders over the next little while. We're going to start here in Vatican. Does the Vatican benefit much from me buying a watermill instead of a builder? I'll grab the builder first. We can actually get a couple, and we should. We probably want another one somewhere down around the capital. Actually, the capital really does need to start improving some more tiles. Probably 2 farms here and here is going to create a farm triangle, which is the optimum placement for farms. Obviously. Do you even civ, bro? Should we get spies? Yeah, let's get some spies. We will sort of try and up our diplomacy game a little bit in future. A unit needs hors d'oeuvres. Of course it does. It should be enough here to take this. I could fire at the man-at-arms, but we'll just keep romping the city. Can we do it in 1 turn? Not quite. Not quite. It will be time to upgrade this legion to a musketman once we take this city. So we'll just pillage this farm, heal it up, just ensure it doesn't die, basically. Another district to pillage, this time granting us 97 faith, which actually we can spend in the Vatican. Is a particularly good spot for it because it has that holy site. And we'll just sort of dip out a wee bit. Try not to get jewels. I hope we don't lose that unit, actually. That was a real risky pillage for 97 faith, wasn't it? Right, let's get that up. And march you that way as well. Just do it. Let's promote. Defense against range. Seems good. Seems good, particularly when it's assigned a battering ram. Scythia just thinks I'm the worst human being on the face of the planet. The Scythian Empire hates me. Which is fair. I'm wondering, what is Aquila's game plan? I think it does actually rest around that. Just thinking, do I want to pump out some more military while I can? May as well pump out a man-at-arms. Would be nice to connect a second source of niter as well. This builder has got really a great task ahead of them, but holy moly, look at this tile. 6 food, 4 production. I mean, we lock that one forever. There is no way we ever do better than that at any time soon. That is one whomper of a tile, and it really makes me probably want to settle down here as well next to this lake, just to get more of these fertile tiles, because these tiles are insane. There's a super city down there just waiting to happen. Let's move this unit up. Get ready to strike. Take us about 4 turns, but that's all good. Oh yes, shall we take this city? I think we shall. Or do I need to pillage and get another 100 faith, which is like half a builder? I think we do that. This guy's going to take a major defeat, but we really need to keep pumping in some damage, so we'll attack that this turn. That should let us kill it next turn, ideally. Cool, that's all good. This is very exciting. I love this. This guy, interestingly, took no damage, which means I'm going to go in for another cheeky faith pillage here. We're going to burn them to the ground. Oh, Jake, would you like to name a city? You did super chat. Likewise, Devilish. You got a city name, Owing. You don't have to use it, but you're welcome to. Yeah, just get up to the front line. Up to the front line. Okay, so the drought is still in progress, which is quite frustrating. However, this is a wonderful productive tile. I hope the city is working it. We'll probably want to work it forever just because it's 4 production. And probably this tile as well because it's 3 production. Production is king, really. Oh, look, to be honest, maybe it is. Maybe we do salvage this ship. Let's send it back home. Send it home, upgrade it. Devilish with another super chat. I hear you. I hear the notification. All the food. YouTube's a little slow. That was for the fertile soil. Oh my goodness, YouTube, pick up your game. Devilish donated $1.99 through the super chat. Thank you, Devilish. Thank you, Devilish. As I've said before, but just for newer viewers or for people who are not familiar, all of the revenue generated from YouTube, particularly from the super chats and the channel membership, goes straight back into the channel. Straight back into the channel. I invest in making videos better, whether that's improved video quality or in my improved microphone. I need a mic boom at the moment. I've just got it like awkwardly balanced on some books and it like falls over all the time. So, you know, it does go back into the channel. And my ultimate goal will be to buy a new graphics card, which I do desperately need to try and stop my game crashing all the time. So thank you. Thank you very much was my point. Was the point behind this ramble. Let's get another trader and invest in our future. No, let's get a builder and invest in our future. Oh, here we go. This is the turn, I believe, that dreams are made of. Can this legion do it? What do we need? We need niter quite badly. Oh, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. We just need like one more unit to come in here and help out. We'll just fortify and heal. Keep it low. It is now under siege. It's not helpful. And we're going to take way too much damage if we try and strike. So we'll just fortify for a turn. We can wait one more turn. That's all good. Jake. Yes, absolutely. Vatican City. Will be renamed Droughtsville, which is very appropriate. Because it is literally always having a drought or some kind of natural disaster thereabouts. What I'm going to do here is queue the watermill. Oops, I have actually already queued the watermill. I'm one step ahead of myself. And I'm just going to use a builder charge to chop that. That'll push us through and push us into the walls. Just because this is good farmland, so I might try and... they've got this tile, though. That's annoying. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Either way, I'm pretty happy with the chop. Chop, chop, chop. What is most beneficial for me here? Where are we? Pompeii. So we're in the capital. Could go for another internal trade route, just to keep pumping the capital. I quite like that, so probably will. Axum is a really great one for us. So let's do it. Lots of good trade, lots of good food and stuff to be had. How are we doing? We're pretty low on amenities, which means that we might want to have a wee chat with our buds. She's got turtles, which she won't give me, so that's fine. Let's jump in, maybe Harold. What have you got, Harold? He's got chocolate and sugar. Wow, Harold, the dream. War stick and spent gold. Classic moves, Devilish. Classic. Yeah, he's not interested in trading any of those. However, what will you give me? You'll give me 3 gold for that? I feel like that's not the best deal. Let's go Simon Bolivar as our last hope. He has, yeah, 1 gold for some gypsum. I'll take it. Would you like to buy my incense? He will give me 11 gold per turn. That's a great deal. How about you also buy my mercury? Again, another 11 gold. We'll take that. I'm wondering, is it worth trying to pinch one of his bloody things? But no, we'll take it. We'll take it. And while we're at it, got a lot of that. So I could give him all of his gold back and take his great work to culture. It's not terrible, but I think we'll go for the gold for the minute. Let's see what he'll give me. He'll give me 1 gold. Yeah, okay. So that's a hard no. Wine. Cool. All right. We've done some great deals with the Colombians. Spend gold absolutely needs to be here, wants to be here. It's the only city name. Also, spend faith. Spend your faith. Oh, there it is, Droughtsville. So we can purchase a lot of good stuff. We can purchase settlers and builders and all sorts of crap here, which is amazing. So let's get a builder here. Let's get a trader there, and wouldn't hurt to preemptively get a builder around this side of town as well. Just start improving some stuff. We've got a whole load of improvements to make. Building a mine on that tile will be quite useful. I think I can kill this unit and this city this turn. Next turn, rather. So we'll bring our knight in just to really surround that man-at-arms. Make sure they get no value. Is there another way to use rare resources aside from selling? Unit production for the most part. Or do you mean luxuries? Luxuries provide amenities, which is happiness. So you can see, like, here I've got +1 amenities in this city. Spend gold has 0 at the moment. It's right on where it should be. And they scale with population. So the more population you have, the more amenities you need. And if you're in positive amenities, your city will grow and produce faster. And if you're in negative amenities, your city will do the opposite of that. It will die. Well, it won't die, but you know, it won't grow as fast. Basically, you'll have massive growth penalties on you. So definitely worth keeping up your amenities. They've just suicided into my Roman Legion. They're like, surely we can take out this Roman Legion. No, you can't. And just like that, we've got a great person to claim. Grants 1 governor title or recruit a new governor. That's really good. Really good. Never say no to an extra governor title. Spend gold. What would you like to produce? Would be really nice to have a good theatre square. We can get some adjacency with that one as planned. So let's do that. It's a good +3 theatre square. A bit of culture doesn't hurt. We need to invest in our empire's infrastructure in a major way. Oh, the Legion just didn't take this city. That's all good. The man-at-arms will come and sweep it up. And I think we keep it. I think we absolutely keep it. And then, as always, it's always best to repair things first. Provides a lot of value in repairing first. You know, you can see it's not a lot of production, but because we've got insufficient housing, because it's occupied, it's disloyal, like there's all sorts of stuff going on that's making this city produce pretty poorly. So what I'll do is basically always improve things first. And then look to build up some basic infrastructure. That's your monument and your granary. I think I'm gonna firstly expend this dude. That'll give us that. We want to make another international trade route. We're gonna get 15 gold out of Granada. It's gonna take 37 turns to fulfill that trade. I think we might be better off to just go internally. No, screw it, let's do it. Get that boost, that much needed boost. Now, we have a governor title. I'd like to have Amani in the city-state that I'm working on. She's really helpful. So we're going to appoint her to Bologna, which is that science city-state. Someone else has got their diplomat there too, so we might need to do some cheeky spy action. But needless to say, that's all good. Right, let's promote this unit. The scaling of cliff walls is pretty meh, but the +1 movement is nice, so we'll grab it. Trebuchet. We are 2 turns away from bombards, so we're going to finish this war in a holy ball of fire. An absolute holy ball of fire. How to buy military units with faith? What's the method? A very good question. People in chat should be able to answer that for you, but I'm happy to discuss it further. Basically, you need to get the right religion and then get the right civic cards as well that allow you the purchasing of units with faith. I'm not going a faith game, so it's not something that I can really demonstrate here. But I did sort of gamify my faith a little bit. Oh my goodness, look at this. What is going on? I mean, a spearman is not going to cut it. Next turn, we'll be able to buy... Actually, not a lot. Is there a military unit that can come and deal with this, please? There's a crossbow here. It'll take 3 turns to arrive. Yikes. Might purchase the spearman just to have a unit that is like kind of close to stop the pillaging. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here's a fantastic spot for another farm. I might actually clear the maze for the 150 gold and then build the farm there. Because in the long run, it's not going to matter, and the gold in the short term could be quite useful. Could run this knight down here as well. It would take... it's still going to take 3 turns. We'll just fortify until healed up this way. Get ready for our strike on the capital. Finally connecting a sea resource. Good to have whales. Always nice to have whales. And thank you so much to everybody who's liked the video, by the way. Always appreciate all the like ratings. Okay. Okay, Man-at-Arms. Fortify up. We'll get stuff sort of moving forward onto the front line, but I need to keep these trebuchets safe because we're going to upgrade them into bombards next turn, hopefully, if we have enough cash, which we should do. But it wouldn't hurt to maybe find something to pillage. Next turn, we'll pillage that Mercury. That'll get us a small bonus. We'll also upgrade this Legion next turn. I think, sadly, chat, I think it's time for the Legions to go the way of the dinosaurs. The way of the donkeys, the way of the dinosaurs. It's time for them to perish. Let's quickly repair all of these farms and get another farm there. That'll have a nice farm triangle, so we'll get that triangulation bonus, so to speak. Rats. Accidentally sent the spearman the wrong way. That's a big boo-boo on my part. A big boo-boo. We could get a farm triangle here, but we probably want to build some districts here in the long run, so I'm not going to waste a builder charge. There's a nice productive tile up this way, though, which I'll grab. That'd be actually quite a nice pickup for the Empire if you think about it. And here, we're going to complete this farm triangle, which is really nice. You'll see both of those farms. What I mean by farm triangle, by the way, both of those farms were producing 3 food. They're now producing 4. Because farms, once you have the required civic, I think it's feudalism, I think, from memory, provide an adjacency bonus, a minor adjacency bonus to each other for food. So minor adjacency bonuses need 2 tiles to trigger. So instead of 1, right? Like a district provides a 1 whatever adjacency bonus. By default, minor adjacency bonuses require 2 of a thing. So these 2 farms provide it to that one, these 2 farms provide it to that one, so on and so forth. So they all benefit an additional +1 food just by being near each other. Just by being near each other. And here we go, the bombards. Hello, Ben. Nice to see you. Liking the video is the first thing I do. Yeah, you gotta drop the like, say. Any algorithm gamer knows that the likes are so important. Likes are so important. The shipyard is nice, but we don't have a lot of coastal cities. We could go real fast rifling. Really fast rifling. We haven't used a military engineer. Could be worth doing. Let's maybe backtrack and fill banking, though, because that's going to do really good things for us. Also, education. Much needed. Much needed. You can see we are sort of catching up on science, but actually we're way behind. We're way behind our main competition. Let's queue up a couple of things here. Let's get the ancient walls in our capital, finally. And then actually I'd quite like to do some campus research grants. So I'm going to do one of those and then grab another builder. And while we're here, we're actually going to... do I want to splurge and get another builder? Probably not. Got this archer here from the beginning of time. Love to see it. We need a lot more niter. A lot more niter. Which means we need that tile because I don't think we have any more niter in our empire. You frustratingly got that off, which is annoying, but we'll plink with that. That's all good. Do we have any more niter at all? No. So it is just the 2 in the capital. So I might race this dude up this way and... 170 gold's a lot to spend, but we do really want that niter. We are working it, which is something. 14 more niter to upgrade our legions. Wondering if it's worth moving in regardless. Where's that knight of mine? There it is. Pillage that and then get some visibility. Actually taking a major defeat there. Yeah, niter is a big hold up for us. I'm wondering if anyone has some. Hello? Can you just give me all of your niter? And I'll give you lots of horses. Come on, you must want horses. She is just not interested in providing me with niter. Like, at all. What about one of my allies? Cleopatra, do you have niter yet? Oh, you do. Let's see what she'd like for 20. Actually, that's all good. And what if we sweeten the deal by throwing in 11 iron for 30? Yeah, we'll take it. There we go. So we've just bought our way into some niter, which is going to give us these bombards, which is huge. And we just need a little bit more for that legion, so that's fine. The crossbows are a little out of date at this point. Like, they feel quite out of date. But we'll go with them. We'll go with them. This guy any good? I mean, that's a mood. That's a mood. Ben asks, is this guy any good? Ben, the answer to that question is no. This guy is dreadful. Chopping these woods is not a terrible idea because it provides some instant production in the city. The only thing is we need to make sure that we make best use of it. So it's going to produce a musketman. What else will we like it to produce? Probably, you know, we need to repair the market. And then we need to get another district online. We've built some great places for these districts. We were waiting on the bath. Which I think will go there. So putting an industrial zone here is not terrible. However, we can get an immediate +3 if we just chonk one there. So some considerations. A bath will end up going here or here, probably. So I mean, this one is slightly better, so we'll do that. A dam, rather, not a bath. I mean to say a dam. We'll move it ahead of the repairing the market, and then we'll queue up some ancient walls as well. And now that we've done that, I don't see any reason why. Boom, remove those woods. That'll put a industrial zone at 3 turns away and give us this really quick musketman, which is nice because these barbs are being a bit annoying. And now this is clear for farmland. We might want to use it for farmland. We might not. We'll see. Again, really, farmland is only great if you can sort of triple threat it. Improving these horses will provide us with a really stellar tile for this city, though. It's really crucial, I think, in that, particularly when you've just settled a city or just taken a city. Really important to get at least like a few good tiles. When he remembers to invest his war stick, he's pretty good. Otherwise, he's highly entertaining. Oh, stop. He wants my niter. He's not getting that. Sorry, friend. But that's quite important to my strategy moving forward. A nice gentle eruption here. Again, fertilizing these tiles. Pretty keen to get that settled soon as well. My gosh, the niter backlog is really choking us here. Let's get the second one connected. I should have done that a long time ago, actually. Okay, this is belonging to us soon, so it'll actually start doing stuff. Now, let's consider... Oh my... What? Where's the walls? Oh my goodness, there are no walls here. total change of plan now. We're moving in on this ASAP. We're moving in on this city ASAP. We're going to even just send the Legion in, I think. That is how aggressive we're going to be here. This bombard is going to destroy the city. Like, actually watch what's going to happen here. It's just going to be ludicrous. Oops, I did not actually mean to attack that encampment. That was a misclick. I just wanted to check how much damage it did, and then next minute, hello. We'll condemn that heretic. That'll destroy his religion. And let's keep going with the farms. Droughtsville is going to embrace the drought and just get 1 million farms. It's going to be good for the surrounding cities as well. Again, another productive tile for this city. Productive tiles are key. Key. Potentially there's a nice, like an okay clustering of farms here as well, so we can work toward that. This guy's really annoying. We just keep getting pillaged. There's clearly a barbarian encampment out here somewhere. Our scout that we had posted here died. We need to settle there too. There are so many juicy spots I want to settle. I just want the Roman Empire to be this unstoppable mess. Right. Let's quickly cycle through the rest of this turn about as fast as we can. Here's the spearman that I prepared earlier. And have literally no use for at this point. Use the Roman Legion to repair that. I'm not mad about that. My favorite's Indonesia. Their leader is so hot. A mood. Rats. Yeah, the misclick into that encampment cost us there. However, let's see what kind of damage this bombard can do. Brilliant damage to the district defenses. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Get the crossbow up. Get the man-at-arms up there. We might break escort formation. And just sort of push through as many of these units as we can. Let's try and overwhelm with force here. Send this other crossbow up. It'll take it a few turns to get there, because the terrain's pretty nasty. Again, thanks to the farm adjacency. Look at this farm. This farm is now at 5 food. Plump. Another one down. More adjacency for all the surrounding farms. Nice bit of farmland being shared here between Droughtsville and Sod. I play both, but 5 slightly more. Yeah, I tend to do both as well. JumboPixel, what's the science plan for the next few centuries? The next few centuries. I haven't developed it fully. I'm going for education at the moment, and then going to try and put down probably at least 2 more campuses, and go hard on picking up science as soon as we take Addis Ababa, basically. I'm kind of happy to leave Ethiopia in the game to not get that nasty penalty, but again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, these tiles are pretty good. It'd be nice to connect some more mercury to the Empire in this city. So let's do that. Dun, da, da, da. It'll also give us another one to sell, which is really nice. Gran Colombia is pretty keen to strike some stellar deals with us. Hey, you want some mercury? Nah, he doesn't want it because we've already loaded him up with mercury. I do have a spare whales. She'll take those. Nice to have. Will she also give me a great deal for mercury? Yes, she will. And what about spices? Yep, another great deal. Cool. Good for us. Housing and amenities, we're actually fine. We're not amazing, but we're fine. Let's get this crossbow out just to have a wee look what's going on down here. this tile is so good. We need to connect this for the capital immediately. See, we are doing those research grants finally. Also connecting that niter. That's another +2 niter per turn. So now we're actually, we're accumulating a lot more now per turn. Feeling a lot better about that. You can see we're now accumulating 4 per turn, so we shouldn't need to strike any crazy deals. I've been waiting for this to get this campus spot forever, but the city's just not growing to it. It's a +4 campus on an otherwise pretty miserable tile, so I'm going to get that. That'll help our science game a great deal. Pillage their holy site for a bit more faith. We could do it, but what I'm really keen to do is strike with this bombard. Bro, I played Civ 2. It was the first game of the series. We're print to plan out what you want after while you're researching. Oh, you love to see the bombard fire. You love to see it. Let's connect those bad boys up for a strike next turn. Meanwhile, we'll pillage a bit of extra science. The trebuchet can be promoted, but I'm going to keep bombarding that city. You can see we take a major defeat if we try and move these units. Pillage for a bit of faith? Yes, actually, because I can spend faith on some really useful stuff at the moment. And I can't really do much else with it. I don't mind if that crossbow dies. So, let's go Pompeia and purchase a settler with faith. A free settler, basically. Outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah, and I'll send this musketman down with this crossbow. We'll find these barbs and deal to them. In terms of tiles, the city is 9 pop, so it's working 9. This city is 3 pop, so it's only working 3. It's got more than enough good tiles for the time being. So there might be somewhere more beneficial to improve. Although, actually, nowhere is super jumping out at me. Obviously, we'll want to connect this at some point, but it doesn't need to be right now. Perhaps a productive tile or even a growth tile up here would be a good idea. What is that campus? Why did they build that campus there? My goodness. You can't really get a lot of farm triangulation on this rice, so it's not... We'll improve it. It's a +4 food tile. It's not outstanding, but it is what it is. The galleys made it home. Yes, you're right. You're right. Egretro. Civ 6 has such a diverse leader lineup. There's so many, and they're so interesting. And that's one of the real strengths of Civ 6, particularly now that the my goodness, look at this. This capital doesn't stand a chance. Particularly now that the Anthology is out as well, and you can sort of get it all in one place. Like the full version is a bit more accessible. Newly trained builders grant 2 extra build actions is probably not providing me with as much value as it used to. And I'd really like to get some spies, actually. So I'm just going to quickly chuck that in and grab a couple of spies. I'm also not producing a whole lot of military units anymore. So next government change will really change it. Let's get some more instant faith. And let's see how much damage we can do to the Ethiopian capital this turn. Boom, boom. I could save this unit. I will not bother. We don't mind if the city actually kills it. Sorry, crossbowman. But we hate you. That's not true. We don't hate you. We're just not interested in you. Woof, that's a major defeat. Let's pillage again for the heal and the 103 science. That's only a minor defeat. I'm not mad at sort of plinking with that. Help us get the victory next turn. hopefully. We'll fortify there. This legion doing absolutely nothing. Mainly just because it can't get in. We could march it all the way around, but what's the point? These two cities are really juicy as well, so there is some logic in just using this army to destroy Ethiopia altogether. What do you guys think in the chat? Seeing a lot of war sticks. Seeing a lot of war sticks. This is going to be a super duper city down this way. Not a lot of tiles to improve here, so I will reluctantly build a farm. I'd like to triangulate the farm, but I don't want to remove that tile improvement, really. So it'll probably just stick as two sort of odd-looking farms, which is fine. We've got this builder ready to help this new city next turn. It's going to be a wonderfully powerful city very early on. Let's get this galley back here. This galley has been out for thousands of years. It's going to return home and think... Well, actually, firstly, it's going to return home and think, what is this? Natural disasters occurring. Let me guess, it's a drought in Droughtsville. Yikes. It really decimates that city, doesn't it? Yeah, that ship's going to return home and be like, this isn't even home. What is this city? This didn't exist last time I was here. Yikes. Oh, fuck. Far out. That took a big hit. Come on. I really want to take this turn. Brilliant! The Ethiopian capital has fallen. That's put us finally ahead of them in terms of science. And really everything else. I think we have to wipe them out here. I think we have to wipe them. Lots of stuff to queue because I went absolutely mad with pillaging. So let's just queue up 3 repairs. 3 repairs there. And yeah, I do think we have to keep moving actually. Just because I'm still pretty far behind. And if we want to focus on infrastructure soon, then we need to get this war over as quickly as we possibly can. Interesting that Scythia's coming from this way. She may have already cleared the barbs down here. Which is, I don't mind. It's doing me a favor at the end of the day. Ben asks, does anyone know his streaming schedule? I almost always stream at this time. Whatever time it is now for you, I almost always stream. It's Saturday morning for me. I almost always stream on Saturday mornings. And sometimes, 24 hours from now, I'll stream again on Sunday mornings. Otherwise for me, it's just regular videos. I do 5, at the moment, I do 5 videos a week. YouTube is not my full-time gig, obviously. I work a full-time job outside of it, so I don't, sadly, have as much time to put into it as I would like. But, like I say, I do stream at least once a week around this time. And then sometimes there'll be 2 streams at the weekend. I also have a Twitch channel that I occasionally do some odd streams on, but that's a completely different thing. For me, it's basically I stream at the weekends at this time, and then I try for 5 videos a week. You're going to take a minor defeat there, which I'm not in love with, so I'm just going to move past. We'll take all of these promotions. This Legion has been promoted to a musketman. That's a big promotion for it. Huge promotion. District defense strength, another really big move. Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, this city is so juicy. We couldn't take all of his crap cities and not take this one. That would be a real injustice. This bombard is going to take forever to wheel over. It's the only downside. I often think like it's a shame we can't just like chuck it on the back of a truck or something. Is there any way to peacefully take a city? Those small cities that aren't compelling, you know, where you can send ambassadors. Not really. There is. I think think you might mean governors. And so yes, you can flip cities with loyalty. And I have a video on my channel where I tried to exclusively flip cities with loyalty in a bit of a meme game, and it worked really well. So you can definitely flip, particularly these ones. Like this city here would have, if I'd taken this one, this one, this one, the loyalty pressure from my cities, if I have a look at, actually I can show you, I can give you a proper demonstration here. Turn on the loyalty lens, you can see that, like my loyalty pressure here, I'm at 100 and 100. This city is fully loyal. If this wasn't mine, all of this loyalty pressure, all these purple arrows, that's my loyalty pushing against this city. I would flip this city to mine easily because you can see there's so much incoming loyalty here. And there's like a little bit coming from Ethiopia, but it's not a lot. Whereas if you have a look up here, right, this is a good example. This city is actually going to rebel in 9 turns. It's their capital because there's so much loyalty pressure coming in from their other cities. So yes, you can peacefully take cities. You can use governors to exert more loyalty pressure and flip cities peacefully with loyalty. And there are lots of other ways that you can sort of influence loyalty with policies and with trade routes and governors, loads of ways to do it. But the loyalty mechanic is definitely the best way to flip cities. It'll flip them to independent cities, and then they can flip to yours. You can help them along militarily if you want, but you don't have to. And like I say, you can play as civs which have loyalty bonuses. Like Georgia skips... Georgia? No, Eleanor of Aquitaine skips the free city mode. So she just goes straight in. Do I want to yield 83 food for this city? It's not growing. I kind of do. Whomp! We're going to throw 83 food at it to help it along, boost it up quickly. Where do I want to settle here? If I go here, 1, 2, 3, we can get on this lake as well. So actually it's quite beneficial to just squeeze in. And so we're going to do it. Boom. A new city. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's... My goodness! Guys, look at that yield. +5 food, +3 production. What a tile. What a tile. What an absolute mad lad of a tile. Let's queue up a granary. We start with the monument because we're Rome. Nice to have. You can definitely take other cities with loyalty. Yeah. You can definitely take their cities with loyalty. But you got to work for it. Maybe we'll queue up a bath here as well. Doesn't hurt. Thinking about future industrial zones too. And maybe how we could leverage off theirs. We can't very easily. Probably going to build some around here. Yeah, we'll queue up a bath there. Okay. That'll also help with housing. Let's get another farm down, which also helps with housing. We're going to complete our research grants in the capital, which is nice now because we'll be able to actually get it doing something. We really don't want to cancel trade routes with anybody. Delegates to the chosen duplicates provide amenities. Yeah, see, again, we would really love Mercury to get that. But it's not worth going all in. And we'll vote for ourselves on the trade. We don't have a lot of diplomatic power because we don't have the diplomatic district, but we're going to get it in the capital sort of as soon as we can. Picked up another culture building. That's really good for us. I think we do, in this city, queue up an amphitheater and a universidad. Probably not 2. That's probably a little extreme. We'll get the medieval walls as well. This slinger, what are you doing? Why do you exist? This poor drought-stricken city has dealt with a lot of crap. We also need to work on amenities. And if I put one up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to cover almost everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I can move it one more tile forward. There. This amenities, this entertainment district is going to cover all of these cities, which is wonderful. because we need to work on our amenities. Fairly quick smart, actually. Bounce back there and upgrade that to a musketman. This will pillage the faith because we can spend it, so it is worthwhile. Oh, no. You move there. Let's get the bombard in place. That would be a great spot for it. And maybe another one there. We could sort of do the double whammy strike, I think. In terms of gold, I do have a little bit of gold to spend. You have two choices with them. Number one, become suzerain, which is usually better. Number two, conquer them. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The suzerainship with city-states is generally more beneficial. Did I just hear a super chat alert? No, I did not. It must have been a subscriber. Welcome to the new subscriber. Sorry, I missed your name, but it's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. An absolute existential crisis. That poor slinger. Why do I exist? Why do I exist? I don't know. Why do you exist? The year is 158 AD. You do not need to exist. Musketman's going to take 6 turns, but we'll lob it up to the front line. Again, these tiles are just insane in terms of growth, especially now that they have that adjacency. This one is a 5 food tile. Incredible stuff. This city's going to grow ludicrously fast with these tiles. We just need to get its amenities sorted, so we probably need another amenities district, and actually this city might be the one to get it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we built one, sadly on these tiles, it would reach everyone. But if we built one like here, we can sort of reach 4 cities out of it. So that'll be useful. So we will go for an entertainment district, which probably means we want to clear some forest down here to help it along, which is going to be that forest. It's the only one we're going to be able to clear. So once it's finished building that, plop down. Actually, we can help it along a great deal with 260 gold. We can just give it its granary. Which is super powerful. What is this? Oh, this is our boat. That's right. We actually have boat. Hey, Harold. What's up? Love the videos. Ah, nice to see ya. Thanks, man. Thanks. It's awesome. I love these streams because it's an opportunity for me to actually like sort of engage and talk with you guys in a much more meaningful way. So yeah, nice to see you. Welcome along, and thanks for the feedback on the vids. I do greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Right, let's get this turn done with, for goodness sake. Wouldn't hurt just to have a wee look down here, just in case there are some barbarians. And we're thinking about settling this lake, although it is in pretty difficult terrain. Banking is huge for us. We do need to have more of a sort of a better long-term plan. Actually, not entirely sure even what victory condition we're going for here, which is kind of odd. Build 2 workshops for industrialization. We have built the lumber mill, which gets us the shipyard, which is nice in our coastal cities, but realistically, we're probably not going to build it for a long time. Whereas the innate bonus of printing is really good, and we've got it boosted as well. If we can get a kill with a knight, we can get lion infantry. It's all good. It's all good. We're going quite militarily at the moment. But yeah, printing is a really nice to have. Being suzerain is quite important, especially if it's military. Yeah, I would argue, Ben, that actually really almost any city-state, like the city-state bonuses in Civilization 6 are not to be laughed at. How much damage will this... Oof, too much. Would have been nice if we could have pillaged that, but we don't have enough movement. I don't want to lose my siege tower. And I'm a little afraid that I'm going to, so we're going to hook it up to this guy. What do we need? 16 more niter. That's a lot of turns. I would like to perhaps pick up some niter from one of my friends. Let's establish a resident embassy with them. We're really going to be good mates. Good mates. Would you like to join my war? He's like, no. And he doesn't have any niter, which is fine. Let's jump to our other good friend. Establish a beautiful embassy with them. And... oh, she's like, no, I just won't. Okay. Last call is Simon Bolivar, who won't take my super embassy. He won't give me his niter either. It's a tough niter game all round. I would love to get that off him, but he won't give it to me. What about just one of these normal great works? Yeah, I'll allow it. I'm actually going to invest some money in my culture. Grab a great work off him. Right, let's get that unit there. We've got another siege tower with not a lot to do, so I guess we can chuck one on that musketman. Pray that it doesn't die. And I think we actually don't need to explore that way, so for the time being, we'll just leave it as is. Absolutely will establish an embassy. You don't need to ask me twice. The city is crippling under its own loyalty. Haven't made use of this spy production at all. But I really want to keep that in there and actually properly make use of it this time. What we don't need is feudal contract. That can go. Conscription can go up there. That frees up a slot for... to be honest, the extra housing, I'm not going to say no to that extra housing. That's huge for us. That'll help us grow. In terms of our civics, we have sadly not boosted a lot, although we can get a boosted run right into to civil engineering. Do I want to do that? Actually, yeah, because I want to get to urbanization as well. Let's push that way to civil engineering. The only boost we didn't get was the great artist, which is pretty hard for us to do. The double adjacency bonus from the commercial hubs and harbors is really strong, particularly because we have Reina in Panama, which has both a commercial hub and a harbor that have some pretty good adjacencies going on. So we're pretty pleased with that. We've got 2 envoys. We can get up to the research lab. We can't quite nab the suzerain ship, though. So we want to try and move towards these 1, 3, and 6 points. So like grabbing the 1 is nice. Grabbing the 6 is of course really nice. Your districts with buildings provide +1 great person point of their type. That's so strong. Let's get Bologna on board. And I think we're pretty happy to march these units forward. You can cross the river and heal, which is a nice move. Oh, this one didn't take any damage. What? How did it not take any damage? I don't really even understand that. There's not a great point in attacking with these crossbows because they don't do much. But once we actually like start chomping here, we're going to be away laughing. I'd like to swap this legion in probably next turn. However, this bombard is ready to strike. We would love the district defenses. The can attack after moving is really nice for an aggro war too. We'll grab the defensive strength. I know it's weird to take the first 2 promotions, like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I mean it is what it is, right? Sleep. You can move. Oh yeah, we're ready to chop that forest. So what I'm going to do is grab that tile. That'll let us get a production boost. What do we want to use it for? To be fair, actually probably not that district. So let's change to an entertainment complex, and let's make sure that it's within at least 6 tiles of these 3 cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go down to there, which means we can go down to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it sort of has to be in one of these top 2, unfortunately. This one is slightly worse, but it's providing an adjacency bonus to those farms. Maybe we leave spin gold out and we focus just on these 4 instead, which means I can put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still settle anywhere around this side of the lake. So let's do that. Womp. Entertainment district down. Now we'll use this builder charge to clear the woods, and that will basically half complete the entertainment complex here. And are there any more ways to quickly gain some production? Not really. What is this tile? It is woods. It would be quite costly for us to get to it, but connecting the tobacco actually has a dual use for us, because we can connect it. So yeah, I'm not mad about doing that over the next couple of turns, just to get our amenities sorted in the capital too. How did that unit take 9 damage? Oh my goodness, there's a tiny city here. What? Let's have a look at our loyalty lens, because this will be an interesting loyalty. This will be an interesting loyalty pick. So you can see here, my loyalty pressure is pushing on it hard. It's going to rebel in 15 turns. Just by itself, it'll rebel in 15 turns. Once we take Mekele, it'll rebel even faster. So some real opportunities there for us. In the capital, cannot build another district. We're obviously going to want university and the bank. I'm wondering which one's more beneficial first. The 9 gold is huge for me. But we'll go university first, followed by bank, followed by medieval walls. 3 great buildings to build, and that'll really plump the capital out quite nicely. Do have a spare builder. Connecting that tile is not bad for the future. Not bad at all. Okay. Bombard. You can actually strike either city. Let's go Mekele first, which doesn't have walls, so actually doesn't see quite as much of a bonus. We'll promote that crossbow, because we've got time. We've got time. Pillage some faith again, because we've got time. Move this into position. We'll pillage that campus next turn. And we'll start taking out that district's defenses. Yes, finally we can pillage this farm, which is great, because now that musketman's on full health. We'll get that unit up to full health as well. Get all the units up to full health. This is not the best spot for a farm, so I don't feel a super need to do it. I think we are going to stick with the game plan. Move towards the tobacco. We're gonna be able to purchase it next turn, so let's get the builder down there ready. Chuck a musketman on, just in case there happens to be a barb. So yeah, so that one's just going to flip. So we'll just leave it. Totally ignore it. We've got our massive bombard, which is really carrying us a great deal here. Like, it really is. And we'll plink away at this city. The crossbows are useless, really, to be honest. They're just not doing enough for us, are they? We'll just keep pillaging with them. 100 faith. I mean, that's massive. We can actually get our other settler here now. Let's pump it out of... We'll pump it out of Pompeii. Womp. And we should probably accompany it with a builder, but we'll sort of want it down this way, so we can do it there. Panama, we'll buy you a trade route when we can. Use our faith for that, no trouble. This musketman's literally just going to walk past the city. It's got walls, so it's going to be really annoying to take militarily. Well, you know, annoying because of its terrain, because it's sort of difficult to navigate to. It's got walls, so we would need some sort of siege equipment to take it quickly. A pain in the backside. We're just going to let loyalty deal with it, which is a great example, actually, of what we've been talking about in the chat. So that's really nice. Biggest Boofer, you've been lurking most of the recent streams. So good that you just want to watch. Oh, cool. And Jake Barge, thank you, you guys. It actually does mean a great deal to me when people say things like, oh, he's underrated, or oh, I wish he had more, or oh, I choose the super chat to support him because da-da-da. Those comments that you're making, Jake and Ben and Biggest Boofer and Devilish, I've seen you do it. I've seen lots of you do it. That means a lot because it's a tricky game. It's a tricky game, as IG will know. It's a tricky game. It takes a lot of effort, and so it's always nice to know that people are actually finding value from me. Yes, we've connected tobacco, which the year is only 1010 AD, so that's pretty early for society to be commercializing tobacco. But that being said, actually historically not that unusual. Pompeia doesn't need more, but these tiles are just incredible. I think we try and hook all of these up. Like, we probably buy them and build on them. I mean, look at this. This is going unutilized. Spin gold. Time to spin some gold. Next turn. Yeah, we got this man-at-arms down here. We will explore this lake a bit just to see. Like, these tiles are absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. It's going to be a snowy, kind of garbagey city, but it is what it is. This man-at-arms will take a major defeat, but it can pillage 100 science while it's here. Not mad at that. The Bombard is more useful against district defenses rather than actually city health. So I'm going to use the Bombard to strike Gondar. Look at that damage it just did. I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot. We need some melee units, which means really we need to get these crossbows. Oh, we need to get these crossbows out of the road. He's noticed that I've got some spare tobacco, and he's like, I'll give you open borders for it. I don't want open borders. What I want is niter, actually. As much niter. He'll give me 4 niter. That's actually a bad deal. We can do better somewhere else, I think. And if we can't, we'll go back to him and just take it. Be like, oh, sorry. I already know this. 366 videos. I'm not sure if you're throwing shade at me or not, but yep, you're right. Although actually probably not. Probably not. I'm not sure if I'll actually even keep this stream on the channel. It may just be you live guys. Shoot! The city rebelled. That's really annoying. Really annoying. I wasn't paying any attention to that. I would have put a governor in. Let's carry on with the game plan, though, because we'll take that eventually with, you know, loyalty or whatever. Oh no, he just got walls up in this city as well. Really bad turn for us all round, to be honest. That's pretty disappointing. We need to get some actual melee units up in here. Pretty quick, smart. Attacking over the river sucks. But these musketmen are going to destroy this legion if I'm not careful. So I will shoot at them. Taking a lot of damage. I really don't want that unit to die. That would be rather disastrous. Lots of disasters all round this turn. Interesting, I hadn't actually considered settling there instead of down on this lake. And to be honest, looking at it, I think that's a much better deal. We'll still be covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just be covered by this entertainment district. So, yeah, I'm actually totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. harvest the production from those deer, again, just to really rush out this entertainment complex. Harvesting production in the city, left, right, and center. It is a smart, it is certainly an efficient way to do it. You're right. You're right, Boof. Very efficient way to do it. Biggest Boofer, sorry. Boof. just gonna force a nickname on you that you don't like. Actually forgot to clear those woods, did I? Did I? I can't remember. Please don't die. Oh, I hate you. I absolutely hate you. Really in every way. Aid request. Trajan was ravaged by a natural disaster. Oh my goodness. Yes, help. Help me. Amazing. Okay. Gosh, we cannot hit that. Need to clear up. We actually do need to clear out those annoying musketmen, but I need to womp down these district defenses too. It's a major defeat here. We don't really even do a lot of damage because those walls are still up. I just can't stress enough how bad the timing was there for us. Like, that was terrible. That was just absolutely terrible. These crossbows are basically just going to die here, which is a real shame. But I don't mind if they take a bit of fodder for a few turns. That's actually all good. Fortify that unit, see how much damage it takes. Get these tiles improved, help the city along as much as we can. And we will have a new city popping up any day now, which will want a builder to accompany it. So, oh, and the coffers are empty. She is not very impressed with my culture game, which is a mood. Aid request, and then a military emergency. Should we help him? Yes. Should we attack him? No. Oh, brilliant. Everybody is helping me, and nobody is fighting me. Let's have a look at how those votes actually broke down. Again, it was Scythia who saved us. And everybody, including, of course, our allies, were like, yes, let's help him. He needs all the help he can get. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. How stupid. Yeah, give me printing. Give me printing. Give me printing. Again, I'm going to do a big strike on those walls. And it's probably worth taking out. It's so annoying that I might just let this, hopefully, belongs to Free City, rebellion in 8 turns. It's probably rebelling to me, but it could be rebelling to him. So what I'm going to do is try and destroy his loyalty gain rather than spend a lot of resources to take that city back. It's an interesting move. We'll pillage some faith and heal. Sorry, just pillage some faith, actually, because I'm a moron. Oh, I'd love to pillage that campus. We'll move to that next turn. I sort of didn't even see it. Pillaging the road, I don't really care about, so you just sort of do what you do. Let's have we stab with this musket, see what it does. Not a lot. Not a lot. We expected that. And this Roman Legion's just dying to get in somewhere. We'll march it up this way. We're sort of fighting with, like, the bare minimum. The bare minimum here. Improve that productive tile. Yeah, we're fighting with a bare minimum army. Like, it's we could use sort of 3 more units at either end, really. The spearman is absolutely useless. Oh, this city will need a builder as well once this drought is over. So let's grab one of those with faith. It's got its entertainment complex coming up soon as well. We could rush it if we want. He still wants to make peace with me. I absolutely don't, but this war is dragging on a little bit too long now. So we'll look to end it soon. I'm a little worried about our empire's infrastructure as well. I think there's a lot of infrastructural improvements to make. Boom! The bombard will take out some more walls. Oh my god, the Legion is going to die because it's stuck here. Shit. That really sucks. Man, that really sucks. Really didn't want to lose that unit, but I positioned it very poorly. So it's kind of my own fault. I guess we have to send it out in a blaze of glory. We could try and hide it somewhere, but I can't because I've already attacked with that bombard. We can't get the pillage off. That's such a shame. Such a shame. But can't get too caught up on it, hey. We'll kill this unit because it's annoying. Mainly just because it's blocking my space. Like, it's not the actual unit itself I'm not worried about. It's just the fact that I'm losing so much space to it that's annoying. Fortify until healed. This builder will get out here and start improving these farms so that the city can grow again like a real boy. And a new city down. All roads, of course, lead to Rome. Let's get watermill, granary, and a bath there, I believe, is the spot for a bath. Brilliant stuff. Okay. This is not so bad. This is not so bad. We had a couple of bad turns, but we're doing all good. Mainly just with that war with Ethiopia sort of let us down a bit. Let's get these builders here and improve these beautiful tiles for this city. Which actually I'm just going to buy the granary for. Maybe even buy that tile. That's just such a good tile. Oh, cool. And we've actually got some more spices to connect to, because why not? Why are you destroying Ethiopia? What did they do? Enrico asks. Well, Enrico, they are my ally. They are my neighbor. They were ahead of me on science. They had some juicy cities. I was behind on everything. On deity and on the higher difficulties, you have to take your wins where you can get them. They were an easy target. I thought, let's take them. That's literally it. Literally, that's it. We do need to work on our diplomacy quite a bit here. Pretty lackluster. We'll remove that farm. It's not getting any adjacent bonuses anyway, and we can get some nice adjacencies out of this district. So let's put down that diplo, build that tile because it's incredible. I mean, it could be a little more productive. It's not quite as good as this one because this one is hills, but you know, it's pretty good. Pretty good for what it is. I will be able to pillage that next turn. The reason why I move there. This bombard should take out the last of the district defenses there. That will let our musketmen do a lot more damage. We'll pillage the 180 science from them as a nice short-term boost. And we'll pillage the 180 faith because we can actually spend faith on useful things. Oh my goodness, the Legion lived. How? We just got real lucky, I think. We'll use it to pillage for some gold. Lol, because I'm just... That's the ultimate greed. Thinking a unit will die, it doesn't, and then you just use it to pillage. Oh, the greed. The greed. Get all these farms up. Again, as I say, the adjacency bonus The adjacency bonus is too good. Right, just going to pop to a very quick commercial break, literally all of 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and get a glass of water, team. I'll be right back. Okay, where did we leave off? Actually, in a pretty good spot. Oh, this tile isn't actually owned by me yet. I was trying to improve a tile that I didn't own, which is classic. Okay, there we go. Let's improve that tile. Womp. 5 food, 2 production. Not bad at all. Are you working it? You bet you are. Cool. Okay. And what about you? What tile are you working? That high growth tile. Would like an extra productive tile. There aren't many available to this city. Maybe we just do the spices instead. We probably just do the spices instead. Oof, okay. Musketman took a bit of damage. It's surrounded by an encampment and stuff, so we would expect that, really. Let's pillage some more science. That'll complete printing for us, which is always nice to have. I do want canals and railroads and industrialization. It might be time to show the top of the tech tree a little bit of love. I mean, mass production is easy. I also do want scientific theory, but that requires the Enlightenment Civic. Let's just do mass production for now and then reevaluate that in a little bit. Okay, you greedy legion. Time to heal up a bit, eh? Right. Take out the last of that wall damage? I think so. This city's a tough nut to crack. It's got quite high defensive... It's got quite a high defense. Can actually promote this. And grab the defense against range, because it's taking an absolute beating. This guy's going to take a major loss. This guy's also going to take a major loss. We've got major losses all round. Move him there to fortify him a little bit quicker. And I think what we'll do is leave the escort formation and give the pretty outdated siege tower. Oh, Nathan Bruno! Nice to see ya. Nathan Bruno, the most generous channel member of all time. Nice to have you here, my dude. Steal some growth from Panama, pump it into Pompeii, and... I mean, connecting the extra Mercury is pretty nice. So I'll spend the money, because we're just rolling in gold. Spend the money to improve that tile. That's great. Simon! Still not interested in me. But he will buy my tobacco for a great price. Are you interested in Mercury? Nah, he's got Mercury. He's like, absolutely don't bother me with your crappy Mercury. I haven't traded a lot with the Germans, mainly because they'll give us bad deals. But, you know, you interested in my Mercury? He'll give us 4 gold. I mean, it's doing nothing, so we might as well. Cool, bit of extra gold for the coffers. We're now making some brilliant money. Some really brilliant money. I do quite like to just have a unit there, but we have enough niter finally stockpiled to do some upgrades here. It wants to be the man-at-arms, so we will have to just move that out as well, unfortunately. Couple of upgrades here, ching ching ching, and then straight back in. He's like, please make peace with me. Because he knows he's about to lose. If this city hadn't flipped, everything would have been fine. That'll teach me for not assigning a governor to it much earlier on. Also, might not hurt to actually focus down my efforts into one place. Oh shoot, that's not my city. Lol, I'm an idiot. Okay. Plan A it is then. It's time to strike. We're just going to have to take a bit of unit damage here. And I think... really, we might also just have to be like, let's sacrifice one. You know? Let's just sacrifice a unit. That's going to rebel in 5 turns. I really don't want it to rebel back to him. That would be a massive disaster. The outside's definitely grown on me for Civ 6. Me too, Nathan. Me too. A lot, actually. Like, I actually really like it now. And I really didn't used to. Like, I really didn't used to. We can chop down these woods. Provide a bit of instant production for this city. It's a good move. I think it's a good move for early cities. Muscovit's doing a really good job at defending thanks to that promotion. Brilliant. Now, in terms of my cards, again, I haven't taken advantage of the spy one. I think it's time for it to go. We're just not using it. Let's go plus 13 gold instead. Ah, no, 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 I refuse. It's been in there for so long. Gosh darn it, we're making use of it right now. The +1 production in all cities is... I'm actually still, like, kind of making use of that because I have so many small new cities. But let's go +8 science. And for the love of all things holy, let's build a spy. And you know what? We're going all in, folks. We are going all in. Balls to the walls. Oh, the next golden era is in sight. You're right, Alexandre, and I didn't even notice that. Yeah, good call, Harold. Always nice to pick up some amenities I don't have. I think in that case there weren't any, but I could have overlooked that. My very quick glance suggested there wasn't. Okay, so this is going to flip in 4 turns. So we have to take something in 4 turns, or else it's going to be the most annoying thing ever to retake that capital again. Really don't want to do that. Aquila can pick up an additional Mercury, which is more money for us. More. Plonks, who pop that down. We are the Mercury Kings. Let's see. She hates us, but... so she's not going to strike us a very good deal. Lol. Oh, shoot. Did our alliance run out? Our friendship ran out. It expired. Oh no. We're already selling a Mercury to her, so she's not particularly interested. You want some Diplo favor? Here's some Diplo favor. 4 gold. Not mad at it. She will refuse to trade those, but she can trade some silver. Actually, she'll pay me. That seems like a win-win. And surely you want, like, 40 horses. What will you give me for my 8 horses? You'll give me 1 gold. But you'll give me 1 gold for 1 horse. I love that. Yeah, I think we're sort of done here, aren't we, love? We're sort of done here. Let's go next turn. So one of the main, as petty as that is, definitely get it now they have the full bundle. That's not petty at all. That's not petty at all. We'll reaffirm our alliance. I remember when Civ 6 first came out, the year was 2016. It was actually when I released my first Civ 5 tutorials. I released my first Civ 5 tutorials because Civ 6 came out and I was like, I don't like this. I just want to keep playing Civ 5, so that's what I did. So it's not petty at all. I totally understand where you're coming from. Because I was the exact same. We need to romp stomp this as much as we can. But we don't really want to suicide into it. Screw it. Three big hits there. 3 big hits. I'm suiciding my units in to end this war. I'm just throwing them in. So this place will really benefit from an arena. Really, really benefit from an arena. In terms of other districts, there's not a lot that I super want. So we'll keep building the bath for now. And then I'll purchase the arena because it's going to take way too long. Way too long otherwise. There's a nice productive tile for the city. We'll grab that. Of course, always favoring production. Nice to see so many of you guys tuning in. And thank you to everybody who's liked the video. It looks like we're nearly at 20 likes according to my count. He will, of course, offer me a fantastic peace deal, which we'll refuse. There is some logic to leaving him in the game with 1 city that will flip with loyalty so that we don't get the penalty of knocking someone out. But also, you get a lot of error score for knocking someone out. So it's a real mixed bag on which is better. Let's build the arena in Droughtsville rather than buy it. I think that's the best play. Oh my goodness, this unit survived for another attack. You brilliant boy. You brilliant boy. Do we want the last science boost? No, I think we actually want the 13 damage, believe it or not. And then the bombard. We'll strike with the bombard this turn. And in we go. Brilliant. Mekalelelelelele with 3 districts. Of course we keep it. And as per usual, we want to repair the holy site. We want to repair the library. And then probably build the monument and the granary. And that'll be that one sorted for some base infrastructure. I'd love to upgrade, but I'm not going to upgrade a unit with 2 health. Now, that shouldn't flip as quickly now. Because we have Mekalele. That should have reduced his loyalty a lot. However, we're going to have to play with fire a bit here with this Legion. Because we might need to attack with it next turn. We'll fortify until healed, though. Oh, likewise with that unit, which somehow survived. What a miracle. What a miracle. Let's get that productive tile. We will probably wrap up this stream soon-ish, just so you know, for everybody who's watching live. Probably wrap this up soonish. Oh, Panama, get your library for goodness sake. But actually, it wouldn't hurt to get the consulate up and running. Let's grab the consulate, the bank, and the library. City quite low on production, hey? Pretty low on production. Sodo, what are you good for? I want to say absolutely nothing, to be honest. But we may as well get a harbour down. There's a reasonable adjacency bonus there. Potentially we can get some sort of industrial nonsense going on and get the harbour. Shame there's not a river, but we could go harbour, commercial hub, industrial zone as the long-term plan for this city. So we'll grab it. We'll grab it. We're not mad at it. Boom. And I don't think we have time to promote. Boom. Let's move 2 weak units within range. Maybe she goes for one over the other. Maybe. Get the crossbowmen around there as well. Every little bit of extra damage will help here. He wants migrate work, and he'll give me his. I'm not going to give him mine, but I don't want his open deal, his open borders. I don't really even want his gold. And actually, I'll pay him for his. Interesting, isn't it? He came in wanting mine, and I ended up just taking one of his and giving him some gold. So that's pretty funny. Simon Bolivar. Okay, we've got our first spy, which is pretty exciting. Who is our biggest threat? It's probably Scythia. Let's go to her capital. And for now, we will eventually just gain sources because the rest of these are pretty tricky for us. But for now, we'll place a spy there. Brilliant. And then I think we'll queue up a bit of SimCity. The bank is really good. We do want the dam as well, don't we? Fairly quick smart. Did we get our industrial zone down, or have we not done that yet, is what I'm wondering. We did get it. Yeah, we did. So building the dam there is really useful. Not only will it prevent future flooding. Oops, I'm queuing 2 dams. I might actually build the dam first. The dam first! How much is the arena in this city? I've not forgotten about it. 600 gold. Brilliant stuff. Nice. Nice. Nathan could only stop for a bit. Have a nice rest of the stream and day. Oh, thank you, Nathan. The stream's going to end soon anyway, so I think you timed it really well, and it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, brilliant. Another science city-state. Although, we can actually become suzerain here. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. How about that? Brilliant. So now our districts with a building provide +1 great person point for their type. And that's great writer, great artist, great musician for theatre districts with a building. It is what it is. We'll do it. We'll do it. Frustratingly, he's got control of his capital again. We are really, really struggling here. But actually, not too mad. Not too mad at all. Let's pillage that. Defend. Get the crossbow there. It'll provide some additional support. He still wants peace. We're still going to just refuse him. We're just trying to push across the line. We'll keep going on Gondar. Gondar's about to fall. Oh, the bombard. district defense promotion for that crossbow actually make it slightly useful. We've got a well-trained small army here. Uh-oh, there's a mega colossal eruption. 9 fertilized tiles, but 5 damaged ones. Oh my goodness, these tiles are insane at this point. Let's grab 15 gold instead of the spy thing. We don't care about the spy thing now. Let's also increase our niter production per turn because we can sell it off. Like, we're at 70, but we can sell it off. So that mega colossal eruption is insane. We need to get down and have a look at those tiles. Oh, what? Okay, fine. Roman Legion, in you go. What? Guys, I'm so salty. I have never been so salty in all of my life. Did you see that? Did you see that? That was almost a guaranteed capture on a dead city. Oh, I mean, that's just absurd. That is just absurd. I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that. I mean, they were weak units, granted, but holy moly. Take that. Okay. Entered, sadly, a normal age. We'll grab 2 arms, I think. Plus 2 era score each time you kill a unit. It is what it is. Unbelievable. And we ended up taking it with a freaking galley. A galley. Yes, you bet I'll keep that city. Right, now we just need to take this, and then we'll this can just stay, because it'll flip to us eventually. We're not worried about that. We just need to capture it. Let's go industrialization, which will take us through cartography and everything in between. And get us up to factory, which we really need. Lots of repairs to queue, as you would expect, and it's always best value to do that. So let's queue up all those. Hello, I'm here, and I'm gonna kill you, probably next turn, with this musket. She hates me, which is understandable. He really desperately wants peace, and he shall get it. It's just gonna take until next turn. Oh dear, no it's not, because this is actually, his city is flipped to a free city. That means now when we take his capital, we're actually gonna kill him. Which I sort of didn't want to do. What I wanted to do was peace out. That way I wouldn't take the warmonger penalty for killing him. But we would eventually kill him because that was going to flip to us through loyalty. We were just going to peacefully capture that city. That was my goal. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to achieve that. It is what it is. Okay. This mega city, and it really is a mega city, it could use some infrastructure. Really nice opportunity for some cultural districts here. If I put one there, I may end up with a harbour here because it's next to the whales. So I will actually take that +2 rather than the +3 because that's part of that farm triangle. Oh my god, look at these tiles. We need to get them re-improved almost immediately. Unfortunately, we're into the wrong era now to buy stuff with our faith. Our faith is now useless, really. Kind of useless. Bombard will strike again. The Trebuchet, which desperately wants to be a Bombard, will strike again. We'll send that unit back to base. And can't quite fall this turn. But next turn. Next turn! We set out the goal which we aim to achieve. And that was to destroy Ethiopia as the Roman Legion. Feels good, man. Let's strike with the Bombard. Strike with the Trebuchet, the wannabe Bombard. And this musketman shall take the capture. And with that, do you think God abandoned Ethiopia? Do you think his favor rests on you? Do not gloat in your victory today, says Menelik II of Ethiopia. Unfortunately for you, Menelik, you're out. It's +5 era score for us. It's also a whole load of warmonger penalties. But it's done. It's done, folks. And what an empire. I mean, look at this. We've got Panama, a capital, Pompeii, all the way through. We've basically taken this whole island as ours. And if you have a look up the top right at our statistics, you can see we're keeping up militarily. We're still a little bit behind on science, so we're going to need to focus on that. Culture, we're sort of in the pack. Gold, I think we're fine. Faith, we don't care about. Diplomatic favor, we're a little low on too. But swallowing Ethiopia has done wonders for us. Now it's time to focus on our infrastructure in a big way. A big way. We've got a lot of infrastructure to repair and build and invest in. It's time to build up this absolutely wonderful Roman Empire into the crowning jewel it deserves to be. It deserves to be. That will conclude today's stream, I think. With the capturing of Ethiopia, it feels like a nice point to end. So we're going to do that. We're going to just do a little bit of tidying up with our units and so on and so forth, and then round this off. I'll send a few units back to the mainland, and then also probably keep the rest of them on this front, because we do now have a front line with Scythia. And she is our greatest threat. She is most certainly our greatest threat. Yep, the AI is going to be pretty pissed with us because we killed another civilization. They tend to not like that, believe it or not. They tend to be a bit like, why did you kill them? Let's form a research alliance with our old mate. He'll even pay for it. He will actually give us probably 11 gold. We'll try for 15, see what happens. He'll give us 10 gold and then 4 one-off, and we'll take our alliance. Yeah, I'll take that. That's pretty good with me, I think. I think that's pretty good. Grab these promotions while we can. We did lose our superior army, but hey, that is a fantastic bombard. Our bombards are our real strength. It's still really tough for us to carry out any of these missions. So we'll go for gain sources again. Right. And that is it, folks. That is all she wrote. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will just quickly pop back through. I'll leave you on a view of our glorious empire. And I will just quickly pop back through and just check the notifications and super chatters and so on, and just make sure that I didn't miss anyone or anything. So super chatters today, we had Jake Barge was the first super chatter with a $5 super chat, and then Devilish popped in not once but twice with two $1.99 super chats. Thank you very much. We also had a whole lot of new subscribers come in. Unfortunately, I can't see the subscriber alerts on my stream panel at the moment, but I do think there was quite a few of you guys who came through, maybe 3 or 4, so thank you for that. Let me just check the stream manager and YouTube. Maybe it will have some more details for me. Nope, looks like that was all the super chatters covered. I really want to make sure that I cover those because, you know, that's people giving up their money. So yeah, I really appreciate that. And cool. Yep, looks like we got them all sorted. So that will conclude. Thank you so much, as I say, for watching, everybody. It's been always wonderful to hang out with you all. We crushed Ethiopia exactly as intended. So that was great as well. And it's put us in a really competitive spot to potentially take out this game. Really looking forward to seeing how it plays out. Thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Take care.